Welcome back to the Battle of Aspern, Essling. I am your host as always. Let us see what my French opponent has done for this turn. Ooh, 81 men gone in an instant. That hurt. Oof. My boys are getting pretty badly shot up in places. Ow. Ow. For the most part, however, beyond a few of my units suffering gravely, we are still trading fairly well, at least. So there is that. Alrighty. Fourth Corps. So while I continue to at least bash my way through the French position, I think those militia are going to be running soon. Quality D and taking a lot of losses. So because I'm unfortunate, I stupidly mixed them up. So French heavy cavalry on the move again. Alrighty, more French movement. And alright, they drive back those skirmishers. Alright, Freikorps routed, the Estahani have routed, and those 13th Grenzer have routed. The 1st Battalion of the Roosplanen is isolated, makes sense because it's there. Alright. Let's do the artillery straight off the bat. Hit you. Alright, that should have caused considerable damage at the very least. Alright, let's see. You can shoot at this lot. Actually, no. Since you are closer to this lot... wait. You're not a cavalry battery, are you? Whoops. Hit them. Knock out a gun. Let me actually have a look-see. 4th Battalion of the 18th, I think, will be the actual target. No, actually, I'll hit the one in front. Hit them. Hit them. Alright. Let's get you out of the way at the very least. And now you will hit them in the face yourself. Go there, and go there. Cavalry, hit up there. Blow a nice chunk out of the Fusilier chasseur. Alright. Let's do the let's continue with all the movement first and foremost. Go there and turn. Ooh. Who can they see? No one, so let's turn them again. Alright, let us hit them. 10 losses, that's not bad. You will go there. Whoops, I did not mean to move you, but... I might as well take advantage of that. Who do you belong to? You belong over there. What the hell are you doing there, of all things? Bring up these heavy dragoons, because more dragoons are necessary as always. Alright, let's continue to bring up more of the heavy cavalry, the Liechtensteins. Hessen-Homburg. This lot will head up here. with the goal of looking to force their way through the mid and try and exploit it. You two will rejoin the battalions, and then you'll push your way through. Alright, you two are then going to assault them. The Urbach will go there. Let's get the colour out of the way. So while we're at it, we'll also have a couple of extra batteries that can now shoot as well. It's not causing 20 casualties is not insignificant, so we'll go there. The Rainiers are likewise to push forward. And to keep up the pressure, that's the big thing here. They are to keep up the pressure. I will bring up the Dukas, I think. Bring up the Dukas and that 3rd Battalion of the Vienna Freikorps. The Vienna Freikorps will come up as well, as we look to try and keep up the pressure and continue their routing. Now, I could push over the dike. It would open my side up to being shot in the... would open me up to being hit in the side by cannons, which is not something I want. Alright, let's do... You will turn. Yep, you can... You're set to push forward. We're just going to keep on firing at them for the moment. I should have probably pulled them back now that I think about it, but... in the meantime, we are just going to keep on shooting at everything that we can. And just start exchanging gunfire as a whole. Alright, you are all still... who do you actually belong with? You belong with this lot. Yeah. So this lot are actually going to go rejoin their the rest of the regiment. Those two are, while truly battered, they are in a position at least to somewhat work decently. So, who are you? You are Grenadiers. The Grenadiers will keep exchanging fire there. And now we'll bring up the Bellegarde Regiment to reclaim its position in the line. You are going to come this way. Second Battalion of the Hillers is to come up and form line as well. Pretty sure it can't see anything, so yeah. The others are in the way for the moment. Let's go over there with the divisional commander, as he's gonna take part to try and give the assault a bit more oomph. What can you see? Absolutely nothing, so from there you can see absolutely nothing, so these guns are in completely worthless positions, so we're gonna start moving them into more usable positions. Rosenberg, you're going to come forward a little bit just to try and help. Do I want to push forward here? I mean, if I pushed forward, I would do one thing, which would be get closer to the enemy, which means I would be able to put more fire into them. So yeah, I think I will. This is probably going to hurt, but probably not as much as just sitting there and restricting my movement will. Tenth Légier. Alright, let's recombine the Uhlans into one big force. And then these two will come this way as well. With the goal of, where is your brigade commander? You're over there. See if you can get them rallied. The Froon. Get the Froon regiment moving forward. Oof. Alright, you're out of the way and gonna get out of the way and stay out the way. As are you, because you two battalions are just too battered at this point. This battalion, however, is intact. So it's gonna come and put in its work as well. You and you are fairly intact, but I'm not going to commit you. You lot are not intact, so I'm not actually going to commit you. Well, they are intact, but they still lost 40% of their strength, so... because it's a case of... Let me move them further forward and have the dragoons ready for a charge. These the Archduke Johann's dragoons will be ready for a charge should the need arise. But for now, we're going to continue to put the pressure on. The Zach Regiment. What do we got? 1,000, 1,400, 1,900. There's about maybe at least 3,000 men here. So we do have to take that into consideration. This lot is to then go there. And then again, continue to exchange fire. We're just gonna... Any units that have not exchanged fire, which at this point I think everyone has. Alright. So the Frolic Regiment. We'll start bringing up that rallied battalion. Otherwise, we're just going to keep on bringing up elements as necessary. And more importantly, we'll bring up guns as necessary. Bring up the positional artillery. Oh, you have fired, haven't you? Alright. Let's bring up some supply wagons just to ensure that, well, supplies. Alright, they are to fall back up there and then turn about. I think that is that. So, so what have I lost? 14,700? About 14,700 for what? 10,000, about 11,000 French. But the fact that they've lost 94 guns is a big one. So, let us proceed to the melee and let's start this. The Rainier loses what? 13 men to do that. Probably should not have forgotten them, but I didn't shoot them. Krug nuggets. Well, that's rather unfortunate for me. Ow. Yeah. Well, that's rather unfortunate. Okay, you can't melee, but you can. Alright. Yeah. Let's go there. So what have we lost now? About 13,000 infantry, plus 2,000 cavalry. So we've lost about 15,000 men at this point. To the French, 11,000. Oof. I'm pretty sure. Oh, I can actually. So, the losses now are what? 11,500 men for the French, for 15,200 odd for me. I've lost another officer. Who did I lose? I lost a Colonel Anonymous, who was killed. So the Colonel Anonymous that was here was killed. Figures. In this case, then, can you... Nope. Ow. Add you as well, then. who did the French just lose? They lost Jarret, who was killed over there, and Albert, who was wounded. So, Albert and Jarret were killed / wounded. Has meleeed. Don't want to melee that, because that's just going to ask for trouble. Okay, it did not do that particularly well, but still, 16 leaders. So yeah, Jarret, Albert was wounded and Jarret was killed. Most of the French officer losses have been captured or wounded. They've only suffered one actual dead. Where, same with me, I've only suffered one actual dead, and he was only a Colonel Anonymous, so no one really cares. Because I'm pretty sure... Yeah, exactly. No, but I'm not going to win that fight, so... Against the Carabineers, so there's no point in that. That should, however, give just enough oomph to seeing the last of the French positions from crumble. So, again, losses 15,400 odd for me, for the 11,600 for the French. So, once I finally clear it, I think once I've cleared the last resistance in Essling and Aspern, the French position will become pretty much untenable. I love the fact that his artillery losses alone pretty much account for all my infantry losses. Shows you just how valuable the artillery is. Otherwise, I think we are all done and ready. As we continue to just try and put the pressure on. Essling's situation is still a little tenuous, given that I'm fighting the entire 2nd Corps and the Imperial Guard there. So, it's not the most comfortable situation. But, all things considered, the Guard should be getting fairly mauled in the fight. And, well, they are good troops, so the loss of good troops for the French is something they're not going to be easily able to replace. So, in the meantime, I will keep the pressure on. I'll keep the pressure up at Essling and look to continue with that. So, onwards we push to the next part. So, I hope you've enjoyed, and I will look to see you again next time. But this has been turn 48 of the Battle of Aspern Essling. So 6:45 AM on May 22nd. So a lot has happened since dawn at 5. But the question is, at this point, my army is pretty much set to win. I'm just going to be pretty exhausted fairly quickly at this rate. But in the meantime, we push on and see what happens. So I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you again with the next part. I'm still worried about that. But anyway, I will see you next time. Bye bye for now.